Tech news on Deck 13th, 2025. The AI arms race accelerated as Google and OpenAI announced major updates in tandem. Google released its most advanced AI research agent, based on the Gemini 3 Pro model. For the first time, developers can now embed Google's deep research tool directly into their own applications, a move designed to counter OpenAI's platform dominance by integrating complex reasoning and analysis capabilities more deeply into the software ecosystem. In a direct competitive response, OpenAI released GPT 5.2, with initial reports suggesting significant improvements in multimodal understanding and reduced latency. On the policy front, the White House issued a sweeping executive order on artificial intelligence. President Trump stated the goal is to create a single national rulebook, preempting a patchwork of state-level laws. However, critics warn the order could trigger immediate court challenges and prolong legal uncertainty for startups navigating compliance. In robotics, 1X confirmed a deal to deploy its neo-humanoid robots in factories and warehouses. This marks a strategic pivot from its initial consumer focus to industrial automation, signaling a broader industry trend where advanced robotics are being applied to solve labor shortages in logistics. Finally, a critical security alert was issued by both Google and Apple, who rolled out emergency patches for zero-day vulnerabilities under active exploitation, affecting Chrome browsers, iPhones, and iPads. Business news on Deck 13th, 2025. Turning to the markets, a divided Federal Reserve announced a 25 basis point interest rate cut, influencing a mixed reaction in global markets. While general confidence led to a rise in many indices, Nasdaq futures fell as fears of an AI-related stock bubble began to weigh on investor sentiment. This concern is fueled by developments like the meteoric rise of More Threads, a company dubbed China's Little Nvidia, which saw its shares surge over 700% before it issued a warning about overheating risks. Further highlighting the global AI investment rush, Chinese generative AI firm Minimax is reportedly pursuing an initial public offering in Hong Kong to fund its international expansion. In a significant structural shift for financial markets, the U.S. Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, which settles trillions in trades, has received clearance to begin tokenizing assets, a historic move that integrates blockchain technology into the core of U.S. market infrastructure. World news on Deck 13th, 2025. On the global stage, the war in Ukraine continues to intensify with significant impacts on logistics and infrastructure. A series of Russian strikes have reportedly destroyed medical warehouses that supply the majority of Ukraine's pharmacies. In the Black Sea, a Turkish car ferry was damaged during an attack on a Ukrainian port, prompting Ankara to call for a suspension of strikes on shipping. Tensions have also escalated in cyberspace, with Germany formally accusing Russia of launching a cyber attack against its air traffic control systems and summoning the Russian ambassador. In diplomatic news, a special envoy for President Trump is scheduled to meet with Ukrainian President Zelensky and European leaders in Berlin to discuss a new peace plan. However, the effectiveness of U.S. brokered agreements is being questioned elsewhere, as a recent peace accord in the Democratic Republic of Congo has collapsed with rebels seizing a key city, and a declared ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia has failed to hold.